why witches don't wear flat hats? Because there's no point. Sorry, just a bit of humor to get started. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Omar. I've been practicing one form of witchcraft or another for about 14 years now. Today I want to dive into 10 tips I believe are going to be helpful. Some of these tips you might disagree with, and some might fit right with you. Please let me know what's different for you, as this spiritual journey is completely different for everyone. We'll be covering 10 practical tips for beginner witches. Tips that will hopefully guide you and make your journey a little easier. From respecting nature to practicing your craft, from harnessing the power of knowledge to trusting your intuition, from delving into the essence of what it means to be a witch. We'll talk about protection, patience, journaling, community, grounding, and most importantly, enjoying this magical journey. So are you ready to embark on your magical journey? Let's dive in. First things first, I want to say this from the get-go. Being a witch is not easy. The spiritual path is definitely not for everyone. There is a ton of responsibility that comes with this path of life. Not only must you be grounded, but many times you are the one who will help ground others around you. This can be very draining. Many times you have to listen to people's personal problems, their stress they're going through, and you will try and find the right solution for them. This is why many witches or mediums will charge you money for their services. Even if you are a witch that only focuses on yourself, you are always on a journey of self-transformation, meditation, disciplining yourself in the craft you practice. Being a witch is 100% more than a religion, but a lifestyle that you take with you everywhere you go, whether you run for an errand to the grocery store and buy some lime and pumpkins for a certain ritual you will later perform back home. Or maybe at work, you decide to have some form of protection, or you do a banishing spell at work without anyone even knowing you are trying to get rid of someone that's been on your radar for some time. This spiritual world is where the elements are not just physical entities, but spiritual forces that bring life into our spells and rituals. The energy of nature flows through everything, and as witches, we harness that energy. We use it to heal, to protect, to create change. But this power that we draw upon is not ours to use recklessly. It's a gift that nature bestows upon us, and we must treat it with the utmost respect. When we take, we must also give back. When we use a plant in a spell, we give thanks to the very tree that we took it from. When we call upon the elements, we do so with reverence. Because in the end, we are not masters of nature, but its mediators from the spiritual world to the physical. If this spiritual path sounds right for you, let's continue to our tip number 2. Just like cooking, the more you practice witchcraft, the better you become. This is very true to a certain extent, but we must first understand that just like cooking, we are at risk of getting burned by the fire. The process of mastering any art, be it painting, playing an instrument, or witchcraft, is a journey of passion. But I truly believe that you must first have patience. And every journey begins with a single step, followed by another and another. The biggest issue I see is that many fellow practitioners of the craft want to start off their journey and already want to fly with their wings wide open. The issue here is that they still haven't even learned to walk this path, much less are ready to fly high in advanced witchcraft. It is usually at this beginning steps where many people either give up, burn out, start to disbelief in magic, or find themselves in trouble. There are people who want to jump ahead without even knowing what they are doing. One of witches I used to work with received a call late at night. It was from a client she had received a few days ago. This client had gotten into some trouble. The client and a friend decided to go to a cemetery and draw some sigils into the dirt to try and do a ritual. Unfortunately, this backfired on their friend, and they started to become possessed by a negative spirit. The client came rushing to the house with their friend, caught being in the middle of possessed. We brought them inside and started preparing them to get rid of the negative spirit. Fortunately, we were able to get rid of the pesky spirit, and the person returned to their normal state. Things could have gone really bad for them in different circumstances. This is just one example of many experiences I've seen of people not being careful or getting hurt, and in some cases passing away for not being careful, just like a chef perfecting their signature dish. The more you practice your craft, the more you understand the subtle nuances. Yes, witchcraft is awesome. It has many benefits at the master's disposal, but there are many warnings one must follow to ensure one's own safety. Moreover, regular practice not only refines your abilities, but also strengthens your connection with the natural and spiritual realms. It allows you to tap into your inner power and channel it more effectively. So, Don't be afraid to practice, but with caution and lots of patience as you grow. In the world of witchcraft, knowledge is definitely power. Just as a carpenter needs to understand his tools, a witch needs to comprehend her craft. It's all about familiarizing yourself with the elements, the moon phases, the herbs, the crystals, and the spells. It's about understanding the energy that flows through everything and how to manipulate it for your benefit. But apart from all that, we must also acknowledge that there must be some respect for our elders that have practiced this spiritual path before us. Elders in the end brought these practices across time through word-of-mouth books, aka shadow books, and in some ways certain cultures practice magic to a cert 6ane level without even knowing it. Elder witches often play leadership roles within witchcraft communities, providing guidance, support, and direction. Respecting them acknowledges their leadership and the contributions they make to the community. Respecting elder witches fosters an environment of mutual respect and support within witchcraft communities, creating space for spiritual and personal growth for all members. Elder witches have often spent many years studying and practicing their craft. They possess a wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and experience that can be invaluable to those seeking to learn and grow in the practice of witchcraft. But remember, it's not just about gathering knowledge. It's about understanding it, integrating it, and using it. Overall, respecting elder witches is about recognizing and honoring the knowledge, experience, and contributions of those who have dedicated their lives to the practice of witchcraft. And it helps to foster a sense of unity, continuity, and respect within witchcraft communities. Remember, the more you know, the more powerful you become. Ultimately, at the end, one day you too will become an elder. Ever heard of a witch's intuition? Well, it's a real thing. In the world of witchcraft, intuition is not just a mysterious gut feeling. It's a powerful tool. It's that whisper in the wind, the nudge in your bones, the silent guide on your magical journey. Developing your intuition is like cultivating a secret garden. Begin by tuning into your emotions. They are your compass, guiding you towards what feels right. Meditation is another key, helping to clear the clutter of the mind and amplify the voice of intuition. Remember, intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So don't be afraid to make decisions based on your gut feelings. They are often more accurate than you might think. Trust in your intuition is a crucial element of witchcraft. It is the very essence of personal empowerment and spiritual growth. So witches, heed this advice. Trust your gut. It knows what it's talking about. Always go with that first instinct call. Think of this as the sunscreen of witchcraft. In the realm of the mystical, safeguarding oneself is of paramount importance. It's not about fear, but about fostering a secure environment for your magical practices. Protection in witchcraft is like an invisible barrier that guards against unwanted energies or influences. It's like having an energetic bodyguard, if you will. There are numerous protection spells and rituals out there, each with its own unique charm and power. Some of these may involve the use of crystals, herbs, or even the simple act of visualizing a protective light around you. Remember, the essence of these spells and rituals isn't about shielding yourself from evil, but rather about maintaining a positive and harmonious energy field. It's about ensuring that your magical journey remains a safe and fulfilling one. Some practitioners will use a pendant, others use crystals, some still use a Catholic rosemary cross. Others will use a chain with a deity they associate with or call upon for protection and guidance. So, whether you're casting a spell, divining the future, or just meditating, don't forget to protect yourself. After all, safety first. In witchcraft, various plants are believed to possess magical properties. Learn the basics, if you will, about the most known everyday plants and their magical properties. Many are used in rituals, spells, and other practices. Here are some basic plants commonly associated with witchcraft and their purported magical properties. Lavender. Known for its calming and soothing properties, lavender is often used in spells and rituals related to relaxation, sleep, healing, and purification. Rosemary. Rosemary is associated with protection, purification, and mental clarity. It is often used in rituals for cleansing spaces, enhancing memory, and promoting focus and concentration. Sage. Sage is still one of my most commonly used plant in my disposal. A powerful herb for cleansing and purifying spaces, objects, and individuals. It is commonly used in rituals for banishing negative energy, protection, and spiritual purification. Ask the ancestors for their blessings and cast prayers when performing your cleansing. Mugwort. Mugwort is believed to have protective and psychic enhancing properties. It is often used in rituals for divination, lucid dreaming, astral projection, and connecting with the spirit world. Time. Time is associated with courage, strength, and protection. It is often used in rituals for promoting bravery, increasing vitality, and warding off negative influences. Bay laurel. Bay laurel leaves are used for protection, purification, and success. They can be burned as incense or carried in an amulet or sachet to attract positive energy and good fortune. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is associated with prosperity, abundance, and success. It is often used in rituals for attracting wealth, enhancing business endeavors, and increasing personal power. Some witches also use cinnamon for love spells. Mistletoe. Mistletoe is a sacred plant associated with fertility, love, and protection. It is often used in rituals for love spells, fertility rituals, and protection against negative influences. Nettle. Nettle is believed to have protective and healing properties. It is often used in rituals for removing curses, warding off danger, and promoting health and vitality. Yarrow. Yarrow is associated with divination, psychic abilities, and protection. It is often used in rituals for enhancing intuition, psychic awareness, and spiritual protection. You don't have to learn every single plant or be a pro at this, but just learning the basics goes a very long way. One of your best friends is the Book of Shadows. You may be thinking, a journal? Really? But let me tell you, it's more than just a simple book. It's a personal grimoire, a place to document your spells, rituals, and experiences in witchcraft. Imagine having a record of all the magic you've woven, the successes and the lessons learned, all tucked away in a book that's uniquely yours. That's the power of a Book of Shadows. It's a tangible reflection of your journey, a tool for reflection and growth. Every spell you cast, every ritual you perform becomes a stepping stone in your magical book. And your Book of Shadows? It's the map that charts the course. Remember, witchcraft is not just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's about learning, growing, and evolving. And what better way to track that evolution than with a journal of sorts? So, grab a Book of Shadows and start writing, studying, and then practicing your craft. Read books, articles, and online resources about witchcraft. Look for beginner-friendly guides that cover the basics of magical practices, ethics, history, and various traditions within witchcraft. When I started my journey, I would buy almost every single book on witchcraft. I had a hunger to learn and grow. Many books go over general viewpoints on certain spiritual paths. Only a few books go into detail, step-by-step process on how to do certain rituals or spells. Books have a wealth of knowledge and experiences that could be shared in a coven of witches from different walks of life. Seek out books that offer diverse perspectives and voices within the witchcraft community. Consider reading books by authors from different cultured backgrounds, traditions, and identities to gain a broader understanding of witchcraft practices. This all about helping you find what path you most align with. Some witches actually take bits of pieces from here and there to create their own unique path. Approach witchcraft books with a critical eye and an open mind. While many books offer valuable insights and knowledge, it's essential to question and evaluate the information presented. Take what resonates with you and leave behind anything that doesn't align with your beliefs or experiences. Remember that witchcraft is a deeply personal and individual practice, and what works for one person may not resonate with another. Trust your intuition and choose books that inspire and empower you on your magical journey. Cleansings, an essential skill that's often overlooked by beginners. Cleansing is all about maintaining a balanced connection with the earth and the energy it radiates, getting rid of all the negativity one might have or could have acquired from other people, places, or due to their own fault. One of the most important things a practitioner will do is learn different kinds of cleansings for their self, or their surroundings, or for someone else. Cleansings done properly will cause many times drainage, fatigue, lack of energy if you will once complete. This is especially true if you do perform a cleansing for someone else. Doing a cleansing for others comes with its own consequences. We absorb the negativity energies from them, sometimes they become attached to use. So it's very important for us to cleanse ourselves after we cleanse someone else or a certain place we went to cleanse. The excess energy can cloud your focus, muddle your intentions, and even lead to emotional and physical discomfort. By cleansing yourself, you're essentially clearing your energetic slate, making room for new intentions, new energies, and new magic to enter. Cleansings also helps keep your magical workings in perspective, stay focused, and in a positive mindset. There are many different kinds of cleansings that can be learned out there, The basic ones don't even require any tools, just your voice and positive attitude. So learn as many different ways you can perform cleansings. Some paths of witchcraft, or spiritual practices, I should say, are very expensive for you to start in. Everyone will go about it at different levels in their life. But no spiritual path is incorrect. That leads us to our next tip. So keep your feet on the ground and your head in the stars. Last but not least, remember to have fun. Witchcraft, like any other craft, is about the journey, not the endpoint. It's an ongoing exploration, a ceaseless adventure to unearth and understand the mysteries of the universe and our place within it. It's about savoring every moment, every discovery, every spell you cast, or potion you brew. Each step of the way is a learning experience, an opportunity to grow, to evolve, and to become more attuned with the natural world and your inner self. So embrace the journey with an open heart and a curious mind. Experiment with joy, dance with the moon, sing to the stars, let your spirit soar on the wings of your dreams and desires. And remember, there's no rush. You have all the time in the world to become the spellcaster, witch, practitioner of the old ways. The destiny you were born to accomplish here is in your hands. Remember, the real magic is in the journey, not the destination. So those were our top 10 tips for beginner witches. Let's take a moment to recap. Respect nature because it's not just about you. It's a symbiotic relationship, a relationship that will stay with you forever. Being a witch isn't easy. See if this path is right for you. Witchcraft can be dangerous. Patience is key many times. Respect your elders. Mutual respect goes a long way. Trust your intuition, your gut instinct. Learn protection spells of all sorts. Keep a book of shadows. It's your personal grimoire. Read as many books as you can, it'll help you tremendously. Stay grounded, balance is key. Learn to cleanse yourself of all negativity. And lastly, enjoy the journey. The path of witchcraft is a path of self-discovery and transformation. As you embark on your witchcraft journey, we hope you keep these tips in mind. Embrace your uniqueness, your power, your magic. Being a witch is not about being perfect, it's about being true to yourself. We hope you enjoyed this video and hope to see you in our next video.